Are you guys ready to see how short I cut my hair? Surprise! Hey guys, it's Isha. I'm here to talk about the drastic change that is my short hair. I know, can you believe it? Look at I wanted to specifically make a dedicated video to my new hair and specifically the 5 things that I wish I knew before I cut my hair. So before I get into the 5 things that I wish I knew before I cut this, I'm going to just quickly talk about why I cut my hair and what happened and how this whole thing went down. I will put a timestamp somewhere on the screen or down below for when I start talking about the 5 things. So if you want to skip the story on how I cut my hair, you can do that. If you guys didn't know, my hair was probably about here before, to the point where you couldn't even see it on screen. It was long and it was blonde. And because it was blonde, my hair was damaged, like severely damaged, because of the fact that I have naturally brown hair, and yeah, just bleaching it to get that blonde, it just needed to go. I had that blonde hair and I had that length of hair since I was in 8th grade, and I'm going into 12th grade, so I needed a change. I needed to get rid of the blonde. I don't want to do the blonde ever again. I wanted a change, and I think that's what this is really about. I wanted a change for myself and for my hair. If you know me, I have been talking about cutting my hair short for months. Like literally, I've been looking at pictures, I've been like on Pinterest, I have a board full of haircuts that I want and they all look the exact same. And I've just been dying to cut my hair super short for so long. So my hair was originally supposed to be this length. As you can see, my hairdresser went a little bit shorter. It was probably supposed to be about here. And I was a little bit shocked at first because of that, but to be honest, I kind of love this. Kylie Jenner just cut her hair short, and if you watch my 50 Things About Me, Kylie Jenner is my favorite celebrity. So once she did it, I was like, okay, it's time. You've been debating over this for so long, and that's your sign. Go do it. Go do it right now. So I did it. Okay, to start off with the 5 things I wish I knew. Number 1, you're gonna hate it. And I'm not trying to sound negative. I'm not trying to be like, you're gonna hate it, don't cut your hair. I'm just being real. So I remember reading this a little while ago that once you do a drastic cut, you're gonna hate it. And I was like, psh, no. Like, I've been debating doing this for so long, there's no way I can hate it. And sitting in that chair, ready to get my hair cut, I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? And that was sort of my moment of, don't do it! Like, you're gonna hate it. And that's what I mean. It's not gonna be like you cut your hair and you are like, oh my god, why did I do this? Like, I mean, you're gonna have a moment where you freak out and you're gonna be scared because it is a drastic change. And for the first couple days, every time you catch yourself in the mirror, it's gonna be like, oh my god, like, you're not used to having short hair. Even sometimes I'll like go to run my hand through my hair and it stops here, and I'm like, no, it's supposed to stop down here. Brushing my hair feels weird. Like, it's just things you have to get used to. You're gonna hate it. I don't mean you're gonna wish you never cut your hair. It's just something that you're gonna have to get used to, especially if it's a what did I just do? Especially if it's a drastic change, like going from like this length hair to what I have now. Like, that's a drastic change. Number 2 is the biggest misconception when it comes to cutting your hair short. Short hair is actually a lot more work than long hair, and I actually did think that it was going to be a little bit easier, and at times, yes, it is going to be easier, especially in summer. It's short. It's not super long if you want to have your hair down, but that's the thing. With long hair, you can tie up your hair. Do you want to see how it looks when I tie up my hair? What is that? No, like, I can't tie up my hair. There's no lazy day buns that are going to be coming out of this. It's got to be down all the time until I can grow it to a length where it looks decent in a ponytail. That's a lot more work than long hair, because with long hair, if you're lazy, tie it up and go. With short hair, if you're lazy, you gotta straighten it or you gotta curl it. Like, you gotta do something because it's short and there's not much else you can do. Number 3 is you can always go shorter, especially if you're gonna do a drastic change. Let's say you have bum length hair and you want to go to a pixie cut. That is a very drastic change. I would consider going something a little bit shorter than this length, maybe even this length, before going to a pixie cut, because you can always cut it down, but once you go from bum to a pixie, there's no going back. You have to wait for it to grow out, and that part sucks. You just can't go longer. So I would consider testing out like this length hair, or even if you want to go for a bob, testing out like this length hair before directly going to a bob. Just baby steps. Number 4 is know your hair texture. Especially if you're going for like something like this. Hair like this looks better with a wave in it or texture in it. I have it straightened just for the purpose of showing you guys actually how long it is, because when I curl it, it's about like here. So yeah, to show you guys how long it is, I have it straight. Typically, I like it waved. If you have super straight hair and you want this length hair, but you only like it wavy, you're gonna have to do a lot more work. Whereas like if you have wavy hair and you want to cut your hair this short, you're good. Another big thing is if you have super thick, curly, frizzy hair and it's long right now and you just want to chop it off so you don't have to deal with that like frizziness, the curliness, it's going to be 10 times worse when you cut your hair this short. Because if you think about it, your long hair is weighing down the frizz and weighing down the curl. When you cut it, it's just going to puff out more because there's nothing weighing it down. So that's something to consider as well, because that would suck, you know, like wanting to get rid of a problem and then making the problem 10 times worse. My last tip is your hair will always grow back. So if you want to change, just go out and do it. Don't worry about what other people are saying. Don't worry about the future. Just worry about now and the change that you want to make, because hair is a big thing. Hair, you can do whatever you want to it. You can dye it, you can cut it super short, you can grow it out super long. It's always growing and it's never going to stop growing. So you don't have to worry about making a change and being not able to reverse it, because it will always grow out. My mom was like, oh my gosh, you're cutting off all your hair. Like, why are you going to go so short? And I was like, oh, like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do this. And that was my first kind of doubt. And then I was sitting in the chair like this, like to get my hair cut, and she was about to make the first snip, and she was like, oh, such beautiful long hair. And that's when I was like, oh my god, like what am I doing? And then I was like, okay, breathe, your hair will grow back. You want this and you want it now, so do the change, it'll grow back. And that's why I ended up doing it. Yeah. Personally, I love my hair short. I have a thing for short hair. I keep staring at myself. I love it. Like, I keep touching it, feeling it, playing with it, because I love my short hair. So if you are thinking about getting this cut, do it. You will love it. You will love it, love it, love it. Like, it is amazing. It's great. If you have a thing for short hair like me, if your hair was like mine, very dead, do it. Cut it off. Start fresh. Grow healthy hair. It'll be amazing. Like, you'll love it. Oh my gosh. I can't even explain how much I love it. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more videos and seeing how I grow this thing out. I don't want it to grow out, actually. I like this length. Oh! Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Bye.